I see you.
Peekaboo. Welcome to Rascal Comedy. How's it going, guys?
Hey.
I'm your host, Jack Mack. This is Rascal Comedy, the only show that interrogates comedians and forces them on because they're so desperate to perform. It's the type of show. I'm one of those shows. And I have no shame. I have no shame guilt tripping any comedian on. So yeah, welcome to the show. What's going on in the world? Okay, comedy. Let's do some comedy. How about that airport food? Oh, hang on. Sorry, it's been a long time. I mean, airport food was never that good to begin with. You know, it was always overpriced. And I remember ordering a steak, and the steak knife was like blunt because they were afraid I'd like rob it and stab the pilot. Yeah, it was never anything to really remember. I had a thought the other day. I read that strawberry blondes are the rarest hair color. But do strawberry blondes even exist? Are they just gingers in denial? Like, why are they even called strawberry blondes? I've never seen a blonde strawberry. I've seen a blonde orange, though. Great, tremendously good. Oh my God, who am I doing? Which impression is this? Yeah, I mean, that TV show was going great until they recast, and now that new guy is just doesn't even have Twitter. You know, he doesn't know where he is. Biden half the time. He's like, "Where am I? Who are you?" And he's like looking in the mirror. "I'm you, man. Hey, I didn't vote for you." Yeah, it's not as good. The drama it's too tame. It's too tame. So what else was I thinking about? I was thinking about like modeling. And like I think modeling is a really tough job, especially if you like yourself. Because to be being a model is tough. You need to have angst. If you've ever walked into a Top Man or a Zara and you see the models on the wall and they just look miserable, like they're just full of first world problems. Like they're in beautiful clothes, but like, oh my God, will I get enough likes on my Instagram? The doctor told me I was too beautiful. It's so hard to live, you know? I feel like if I ever went for a modeling shoot, I'd walk in. The photographer would be like, "Okay, all right, give me your best misery. Imagine that you're eating toast and it's fallen butter side down. That would be awful, wouldn't it? Oh, beautiful. Give me all the pain." Who was the best model I've ever worked with? When I was in the 100 Acre Wood, it wasn't Tigger, but actually Eeyore. He had such a sad stillness to him. It was beautiful. As he posed, he just moped around all the time. Well, at least I'm getting paid to stand here naked. All right, guys, that is my madness for the week. Let's go meet our comedians. How are you doing, guys?
Hi.
Hi.
We've got Evan. We got Diva Jess.
Yeah, Diva Jess Call. Woo! How are you?
Are you a Diva Jess?
I used to be. It's been that long since I've been able to just misbehave. I have no idea. I've become quite subdued the past 12 months. Oh, sorry. If you can hear growling in the background, I have two dogs going for it in the back, as in like playing. So no one's getting hurt or mauled, just so you know.
Dogs are like that. Yeah. I've got a new puppy myself, and he'll just get like his teddy bear and just like,
they sound like savages. I don't know where they get it from.
But then they're so cute. Dogs are like furry teddy bears with a soul, you know.
You can't stay mad at them for long, so you can't. I can't stay mad at her. I'm the worst mom ever. Yeah. Like my friend has to discipline the pup because I'm like, she's just so pretty. She'll get away with it. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I know. I've learned a lot about kids from this puppy. Like, what type of parents will I be?
I don't think anyone with kids would let you agree with that statement, but as someone who looks after kids and has now got a puppy, they're exactly the same, except your puppy walks straight away. Your baby doesn't, so it's harder. I'm sorry, but it's harder.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, and also I don't know. Maybe I don't really spend much time with children because they annoy me.
Yeah.
Don't know if anyone else has that experience.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
Yeah. Dogs are cute, cuddly babies. Babies grow up to be
annoying. No, dogs are to be little bastards. My dog has a new game now that when we go to bed, he then goes into my mother and barks in her face to get her up out of bed.
And would you not be like, here, listen, mate, it's 2:00 in the morning. You can't be at that.
He literally looks at you just say, are you seriously trying to even speak to me right now? I own you, bitch.
Yeah, but instead it's
yeah, a little cute bark. Until it's not.
Do you know the Spanish for, in Spain when they teach kids the animal sounds, they teach them not bark.
Like the teacher from Snoopy. Only
maybe
higher. Wow, 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 wow. See?
Yeah.
All right.
Rory getting comments saying, George is like, yes.
Oh,
Jessica,
hey, George OG.
Queen.
She's a lad. I love George.
So, Jess,
I'm an official redhead.
Oh yeah, love a good strawberry blonde. How's things?
Things are a bit mad. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but the Twilight Zone in my brain is currently evolved into my Uranus, wherever you want to put it. My horoscope. I'm done with like all of it, but I'm really struggling with stuff like people talking about going on holidays and we could get vacation time by July. I wouldn't even know how to book a holiday now. It's been that long, and I don't know if I could be around people in such close proximity like a plane. Yeah, of course I could. That's down my mother phone. But like, it's been 4 months, lads, since we were allowed to leave our county, and at some point our towns. Like, we're all going to have serious separation anxiety from the couch, the bed, the house, and the garden. And I think the only way I'm going to be able to travel around is the car. I don't know if my feet will even let me keep going.
I know.
But
I went to Super Value the other day and I scanned something. You know those machines? I don't know why they have them, because every time you scan something, there's always something wrong. So you're like, sorry, can you? And I had to it just didn't scan right. And I had to talk to the one, and I just couldn't. I was like, sorry, the machine. It didn't scan. Like, social skills out the window. I'm supposed to be a salesman.
Bleaking. Your light is all beeping and everything. Like, you're making a show of yourself at the till. That's what you're doing. Well, do you know what's mad? Speaking of tills, the big thing for me, and I don't know about how anyone else feels, Saoirse, this might appeal to you. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just being, I don't know, a feminist or sexist. I'm not sure. But the fact that I am bowled over by the fact that pennies are letting you pre-book appointments to go in and shop like there's some kind of Kim Kardashian. I am sorry, but this is like everything to me. Pennies have gone from being like everyone shops there to being like, can you get an appointment at Pennies? Oh my god, you mad fucking bitch. I cannot believe you have to try and book an appointment. This is the best news I've ever heard in my life.
Pennies is Irish.
I know, Piners is Primark.
Yeah, Primark.
Yeah.
I just think it's amazing. Like, you're gonna have people queuing around the block.
I know it's super. I know you call like Poundland deals, and that just doesn't sit right with me. It just seems really weird. It doesn't do deals.
Well, it's deals with a Z, my friend, because they're
deals with a Z as well.
Yeah, totally.
We couldn't call it euros. It's just
you could call it. You could. Yes, you could. Why couldn't you call it
Euroland?
There's no reason you couldn't.
Yeah,
Euroland is probably the name of a sex shop in Denmark or something. Like, that's probably why we can't use Euroland. It just sounds
taken
a bit trashy, doesn't it?
I like to know, Jess, when you book your appointment,
excuse me, sir.
Where will you be going? Like, what sections?
Okay, so I learned this thing from my sister before. My sister is a huge Take That fan, and you know the way fans would Take That when they were much younger when the group originally formed, then they broke up. So all of these fans came back when the lads were older, as were their fans. So my sister and all of her friends planned a tour on tour. So they went to a certain number of locations, planned out where they wanted to get their tickets for, and then they would establish the quickest entrance once the doors opened to get them down to the spots on the ground they wanted to. So I've been doing that, trying to get the plans for Pennies and Blanchardstown so I could figure out where all the different and then prioritize. But then if it's a one-way system, we just have to start with the wool on the left. That's the wool wear on the left. Then it'll be all the summer wear on the right. But don't worry, I have your back. I'll be having at least 4 baskets, and those baskets are about 2.5 foot high by 3 foot wide. Yeah. I am all my Christmas vouchers that I haven't spent from Pennies. Watch this space. I'll have a new gaff by the end of this. I'm gonna make a rain in Pennies.
Woo! You'll be there ready. You know when they're like, till number 5, please, and you'll be there like,
yeah. Hell yeah.
Do you ever find every time I go into Penny's, I always see the staff bitching about money.
Yes.
Does anyone else find that? They're
I agree with them.
Clothes, and they're like, do you know what she said to me? Right? She gave me the dirtiest look. Oh, and I'm like, I know exactly. I work in retail. I know exactly what you're doing here.
Yeah, but you should just walk up beside them and go, yeah, you're right. She's a 200, and then just walk off.
She's a bitch. Or they could be like, what are you saying? What are you saying about the manager?
Yeah, well, I will be going to a pretty large Penny's because the best one's in Blanche, which is my hometown. So there'll be a bit of that going on, but you loved a bit of drama in Blanche. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's going to be a great day out. Can't wait. Yeah. I have to get an appointment just to watch other people come in. Like, are they going to keep opening and closing the shutter? Are they going to leave it halfway open and just go, is your name on the list? Are they going to have like a bouncer on the front door of Penny's going, is your name on the list, pal? Because I don't see your name here.
I want to see like the personal shoppers as well. Like, will they be in Penny's? Like, come here, listen, this is great. Good. You know,
I don't know.
Even like in BT's,
excited.
Personal shoppers like, hello, I'm going to.
But I mean, they're kind of on par now. Like, you can't close BT's unless you're really wealthy for a private. Primark are just going to need to book an appointment. I mean, how long are they going to give people in the shop? How long is it going to be your appointment for? Is it for 90 minutes? An hour? 2 hours? Yeah. How long? Do you have to? Oh, I can't wait to figure this out. By the way,
the comments are lighting up here. Tracy's like, when is Penny's doing this?
Tracy, just roll up the front and you say, I have an appointment, they'll let you in.
Typical.
For Penny's.
Fair enough. Maybe it hasn't already happened, and maybe they're just dressed in normal clothes.
Maybe.
Oh, I think it's great. I think this should be. We should be talking about this forever. This is a day to tell our grandkids about. I'm telling you.
For Penny's, half of Ireland would be naked.
Or wearing GA jerseys that were handed down from generation to generation, smelling of BO under the arms.
Well, this jersey I've got on here, huh? Where my family are.
You look like you're going bowling in the 60s.
Yeah, I those. To get a shirt.
Okay, do you know what? It actually reminds me of the movie Grease. And do you remember Danny Zuko brought Chacha Di Gregorio with them to the prom, and she had this floral ensemble, pretty similar to yours.
Yeah. Me and Danny are.
Danny Zuko. No, you look like his bird's dress, not Danny. Yeah. You look like her dress.
Like if you formed them, if they merged.
Oh yeah, you're Danny Chacha Di Gregorio.
Bon
yeah, they were baby.
Evan's just lighting up. Evan's just having a cigarette. How many cigarettes do you have in your?
Unlimited. Unlimited. No, this is a cigarette. This is a normal, legal tobacco, perfectly harmless tobacco. I've got.
Yeah, okay.
We were doing a night last night called "Don't Mention COVID," and I could just see Evan just smoking.
I've got to have something to do. It's like you've got your pen there. I've got cancer.
I was gonna say, damn you got there first.
Fair enough. Right, Jess, are you ready to hit the stage? You ready to give us your funny?
Well, I wasn't ready to go, but sure, look, go ahead.
Sure, look. All right. All the way from Blanche, it's Jess Collins, everyone. Woo!
Hello. Well, look, it's 8:20 on a Monday, Tuesday. What day of the week is it? Who cares? All I'm saying is my excitement is now lying in salvaging pennies and the pre-booked appointments saga that has to continue. That's a big thing for me. I haven't been doing much shopping in shops. So to physically be in a building where you can hold and feel clothes is going to be great crack. Speaking of holding and feeling things, I did mention that I bought a puppy. Yes, I picked up a puppy 2 weeks ago and she's absolutely amazing. She's also out of control and I don't know if I'm actually able to mind her. Thankfully, my housemate has a dog. So both his dog, who's absolutely amazing. I kind of should have just adopted her. But I did get a puppy. Her name is Murphy Nene, and she's jet black cocker spaniel, and she's a teeny tiny cute little face. However, she chews more things than I've ever chewed in my life, and I can tell you this mouth has chewed a lot of stuff. And she's only 11 weeks next week. But what I did realize is the unconditional love that comes with the puppy. She is like the best thing that's ever happened. And she was probably my best buy during COVID. I don't know how I'm going to feel about pennies next week, but I know for sure I'm definitely going to feel happy about. I don't know if anyone's just heard that, but my dog skid across the floor on her arse, which happens a lot. Yeah, she's she's like G.I. Jane, only with hair and a better face than Demi Moore, which is always nice because she can be nice, but a bit rough around the edges. So her name is Murphy Nene. She's 11 weeks old this week. She's jet black and has actually got her own bedroom. Yeah, I'm not treating her like a child at all. She wears clothes, not treating her like a child, hoodies. And the day that I can buy her Uggs will be the best day of my life. So then we can match make all of our clothes together. So I've now discovered I'm a dog mom. I didn't think I'd ever be that person, but I'm a dog mom. So I will bring my pup to your house, cradle her like the newborn in your hands, and I will expect gifts, just like you get with new babies. She's a size small, but she will potentially be a medium. So parka jackets are nice. Burberry do a nice range online for pups. And I'm also Air Jordans, if they ever make them for her in a size puppy, that would be nice. Otherwise, just a size 10 for me at 200 quid a pop. So I'm not going to stay on much longer because I did most of my set talking to the lads about pennies. Plus, I'm still trying to write my list as to what I need to buy because I am planning on going on holidays soon. And when I mean soon, I mean in the next 12 to 18 months, you know, when the country lets us out again. So I'm happy vaccinating and thanks.
Jess Collins, everyone.
Thanks. Not very funny, I'm afraid. I'm still obsessed with pennies, and that puppy is, I swear to God, I think she's after shitting in 2 different places.
They do that to market territory. Or just over and over again. Speaking of dog clothes and pennies, I bought my dog this before Christmas.
Does he like it?
He'll wear it for a few photos, and then he's like,
dogs have clothes in them. That's fur. They don't need more clothes.
Yeah,
I
saw it. I thought it was funny.
I think it's awesome. I'd love to get one for mine.
He doesn't think so. He's like,
no, I'd like matching clothes. That's the thing. I'd like us to wear matching clothes. That's when I know I'm turning into an asshole. I know it, and I'm okay with it now. I've hit an age where I couldn't give a shit. Okay.
As a dog mom, you like to show other people just your dog.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God, look at my dog, and they're like, oh.
Well, see, I didn't think it was going to be like that. And I'm taking photos of her every... Now, I don't post everything. I try not to post. But again, it's really hard not to fall in love with her. She's just... Now, don't get me wrong. Today, I've been up since 6 a.m. I've gotten up before the sun most days since I got her. So she can pee. But then she tends to leave the poo till she gets in my bed. So there's times I really... dislike her strongly.
Pros and cons. Right, we're going to move on to our next comedian. It is Evan Jones. How you doing?
Hello. I'm good. I'm good. It's a rainy bank holiday. You know, that's why you do drinking on a Sunday.
I love Mikey was like, let's round of applause, please, for Evan. I love how you got your shirt.
Now I feel I don't deserve it. I've already got imposter. Because I have a job now. I have to wear a shirt and tie. It's great. I'm like the only person who gets on the train where I do wearing a shirt and tie. It's brilliant. It's such an ego trip. I got a new job as a teacher. It's really good.
Is that on the tube?
On the regional Welsh commuter train.
Oh,
we can't have a tube. We can't have a tube here.
I just presume
we can't have public infrastructure. No, this is Wales.
Just in Britain, they just all call it like, oh, I'm on the tube.
Yeah. I wish we had a tube. I wish we had a functioning public transport system. It'd be great. I wish there was a way to get from North Wales to South Wales, but there isn't.
I don't really know how far they are, but could you walk?
Oh no. Yeah, but you'd be killed by druids and burnt in a wicker man.
Right.
Sounds like the walk from the Lewis stops for me, like from the green to the red line.
That red line. When you say druids,
can I go back? Is it like red line good, green line bad? I remember this one.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
No.
Sorry. We're druids. Yes. No. I remember this is like a Dublin thing. Yeah. Sorry. We're druids.
When you say druids, are they like what, magical wizards that?
Oh, they're actually they do it sometimes. When I was in university, they come in and they dress in white robes like the clan. It's great. They really hate it if you call them the clan as well. They get so annoyed.
I've never heard of this. Truants.
No, we do it. Yeah, we like pretending that our culture still exists.
Fair. I mean, like some parts in like Texas, they still wear cowboy uniforms.
Well, we
Man,
still have
that's great. Like, that looks cool.
We do have a couple of leprechauns here too, though. Don't forget that.
Yeah. I mean, our president.
There's one in Oris.
He's a small man, same
Bill
size as the
Higgins.
Queen.
Yeah, right. Is it who's in charge now? Because you swap it, don't you? It's like you have Varadkar and the other guy.
There's nobody in charge at all right now, and the reason we know that
does
is
seem
because
like-
nothing's been done yet.
Our politicians are on TikTok at the moment. That's the biggest highlight, and they're doing challenges, and they're like,
I hope
Well,
Boris
we are
Johnson
not
never gets a
very
TikTok. Nobody wants to see Boris Johnson on TikTok. That'd be awful. How's your Biden impression, by the way? I heard your Trump impression earlier. How's your Biden? Yeah. Can you do a Biden?
Yeah.
Can anyone do a Biden?
I kind of did Biden when he's like, oh, you know when he gets angry and he kind of goes, come on, man.
It kind of just turns into Grandpa Simpson. That's all it can turn into.
Oh,
Grandpa's
well.
like, hey!
And back in my day,
Hey,
I was
back
president of the United States. Yeah, it's like that.
Ronald
It's just sort of
Reagan.
rambling old man. Ronald Reagan's quite hard to do as well. Trump is hard.
Well, you could
Trump is very
probably
hard.
throw a bit of mayo in. Isn't Biden out your way?
Yeah, he is.
McKenna.
Biden, and he keeps bringing it up. He's like, my family are from Mayo in Ireland. They left. And then was like, yes. He's so proud.
Don't worry, we're milking it already, Joey. We're already looking for the pub and your aunties. We're already looking for somewhere we can set up a new services station.
I love when Biden was on the news when he got elected. They went to the Irish news and they went to where like his ancestors were from like 100 years ago, and they're like, "Oh, we're all very proud." I'm like, "You've done nothing. You've done nothing."
All you did was like he left. Like there's it's like yeah. It's like us and like Richard Burton. He left as soon as he could. He would come back on a helicopter with Elizabeth Taylor to go to a pub in Talbot. And he'd land his like private jet there and just get pissed at the lads to the day he died. And he'd bring like all these movie stars around.
Well, that's probably why they loved him. They're like, oh.
That's, I mean, yeah, no, man. Imagine like you're in a pub and you see Richard Burton. You're not buying a pint for the rest of the night. You know he's wealthy. He's well off, man. He was just an Antony and Cleopatra. He can afford a pint. He can afford a round for the lads.
It's like the modern version of that is McGregor. We have.
I'm aware of Conor McGregor. Yeah,
he buys everybody a pint.
One of my life plans is to walk around Dublin really pissed and hope that Conor McGregor beats the shit out of me and then pays me compensation, and then I never have to work again.
What will probably happen is someone who sounds like Conor McGregor will beat the shit out of you, but you won't get a cent.
Correct, Jack. They'll probably take your money from you if truth be told.
Yeah,
so
I'm aware, but you know,
it's a
a man can dream, and my dream is being assaulted by a professional sports star. That's my way to success.
Tourists come to Ireland and go, I want to see a leprechaun. You're like, I want to be beaten up by Conor McGregor.
I want to be beaten up by Conor McGregor, man. You'd get millions, man. It'd be a lifestyle.
Well, you mightn't get as much as you think.
Know what?
You'll probably be better off just heading to his
I really hope he doesn't see this because he'll probably do it for a laugh.
Yeah,
for a laugh.
Did you hear the old man he punched in the face? He's barred from the park.
From the blackboard. But you know what? It's funny because I'm sure that's all McGregor has to say. Well, I barred him. I bought the pub and then I barred him. And that's your story. You bought the pub just so you could bar the man that you kicked the head off. Okay, fair enough. Sound pal.
That is.
I mean, was he gonna go back there anyway? If I knew like Conor McGregor hated me and he drank in that pub, I just never go back. You don't have to bar me if I've been punched by Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Send him a nice card. Congratulations on your new buy.
You must really like that pub if you keep coming back after being punched by Conor McGregor.
He was a local. You know,
there's
I
got to
feel
be more
bad
than
for
one
the old
pub.
man though. Like your old man was probably in there every day drinking a scoop or two before going. You know, like, and then McGregor's gone and bought the place. It's just going to turn into an absolute carnival. Like, sorry, but no disrespect to any Conor McGregor fans, but I will not be going anywhere near there because I know I'll get the head punched off me just because I wore something that looked remotely like something else that someone else had. No, not doing it. Sorry.
So what? They'd be like, look at that red hoodie you've got on.
Okay, well, fair enough. This is not my hoodie. I may have borrowed this hoodie, but the person I borrowed it from isn't here either. But that's not the point. Like, I'm just saying, I don't trust a man who doesn't wear socks with shoes. That's all I'm going to say. Right? That's
okay.
pretty
So
much where
half the lads in Galway. because they just don't wear socks.
There's a certain type that follow Conor McGregor that don't wear any socks with his shoes, and I just don't trust a man who doesn't wear socks with his shoes. Sorry.
Is that like a Conor McGregor fan thing though? Like, does he not wear socks with his shoes? Like,
not with his suit.
like
if he's in like casual wear, there'll be like a polo neck with a big gold chain and a crucifix on it, and then there'll be these plaid 3/4 length, slightly just touching the ankle, turn-up trousers with a pair of loafers and no socks. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Well, I find Irish men were very pale, as you know. So we glow like this, like. Yeah, we just glow. So when the ankles are out, it's like
it does kind of it does. It's offensive. It's an offensive glow. It's offensive. It makes you squint. Something terrible. It's so bright.
God, it's so bright.
Transparent. Oh. Jesus. Get a tan, yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, that's why it comes from a bottle. No.
Yeah. It's wait for the sun to get here.
I know.
Man, when you go to the continent, you get sunburned in autumn. It's like, oh. And then you're like the heat lamps, like the red heat lamps, and you can feel them like just giving you even more skin cancer. Like as you're eating your meal, it's just going, it's like cooking into your soul.
Yeah. Hang on, we got a comment here on Twitch. Some lads at what of secret socks?
Secret socks are fine, but you'd be blown away by the number of people who don't wear them either.
Raise red flags for you also, Diva.
No, they don't. But you need to prove to me that you're wearing them just so I can trust you.
But then, Jess, you've also said to me you don't like lads wearing socks in bed. So, make up your mind.
Time and a place for everything, Jack. It's not rocket science.
That's perfectly fair, man. Socks in bed is so off-putting.
Thanks, Dad.
Especially like little like flag socks, and you're like trying to get into it, and you're just like looking at like little dinosaurs on the socks. It's just like weird.
You'd probably bring home a fella not wearing socks with his suit, and then as soon as he gets into bed, puts them on.
I'm not gonna lie. I hope I meet that guy because that's at least half an hour worth of footage and material for my kids. It's weird.
I almost got bullied by a market vendor into spending £300 on a cowboy hat. And like I was just thinking, no, this is staying on during sex. I am sorry. This is my thing now. If I spend £300 on a hat, I am now.
You know what? You're right. You're right, sir.
Yeah.
Correct. You are. Get the wear out of it. Get the spend out of it.
Get the hat out. Just give a little yee-haw.
That's 10 times I've worn that hat now. I can throw it away. That's 30 quid a go.
Yeah,
I've got this bib here for like a character, but it could work in the bedroom,
Yeah, but you probably wouldn't want to be with the person it works with.
You look like a vicar.
Yeah. Like, we're talking role play.
Or a judge.
Or a judge. Your honor.
Yeah. Like,
that'd go down.
Do people have judge fantasies? I really don't think they do. You don't really see much judge.
I think that's going more to like a power thing, isn't it?
We'll make it work. Instead of a hammer, it's a battle. It's a battle.
Yeah.
It's also periodic. The judge nowadays wouldn't wear a ruffled collar, would they? It's very
man. Do you reckon anyone back in the day had sex with a powdered wig on? Do you reckon that was anybody's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like orgies of them everywhere.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like they're playing like Vivaldi in the background. Yeah.
I did it last week.
Absolutely.
How was it? Can I come next time? I promise. I promise I'll bring my best powdered wig.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the dog's
I'm all a flutter. I'm all blushing now.
That's probably you're American, right, Michael? That's probably how they did the Declaration of Independence. They decided to just do it afterwards.
It was one big orgy, drunken orgy.
Knew it. Yeah. Knew it.
Didn't wear pants.
Oh man, though.
Man, Benjamin Franklin went like hell. Like
Benjamin Franklin. Oh yeah. Sounds like
he was a horny lad. He was a horny lad. Like he would write about like sex all the time.
Was he?
He was a nudist.
Very raggy lad. Yeah, he was a nudist.
He was a nudist.
Was that thing? He like wrote really like bitchy like sex tips. I remember in his almanacs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand why Michael would know that. Why do you know? How do you know that, Evan Jones?
Same reason I know Poundland is called Deals. I just do.
He's educated.
I spend like all of my time on Wikipedia just clicking on holes and just trying to attain
And you're
all of the
like,
knowledge of the world. I'm like a modern day like Buddhist monk.
Well, I'm actually
okay.
more surprised you know deals than the fact that Washington liked lots of sex.
What? Have they not got deals though in the UK at all, or is it?
It's called. No, there's no deals. It's called Poundland. It's just
Poundland.
Poundland, and yeah, Poundland, and deals with a Z. I can't get my head around it. It's like it's odd because it's the same logo, it's the same shop, but it's just called something different. It's like Irish Tesco's is slightly different, and that's like a bit of an uncanny valley thing for me. Like Lidl's is great because Lidl's is exactly the same wherever you go, anywhere in the world.
German lifestyle.
Everywhere in the world.
That's the German way.
Oh yeah.
It's the perfect template for the perfect supermarket. It's the perfect size and shape. Do not change the template.
In Bulgaria, they sell fags, and it's actually the posh supermarket. It's great.
In Lidl.
In Bulgaria, they sell fags, and it's the posh one. It's the posh supermarket.
What Lidl is?
Lidl is.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't call it posh, but I definitely call it. I just think people can be savvy there. I'm never talking about Lidl.
You can buy like just German types of meat that you've just never heard of, and you have no idea how they taste, but it's just in Lidl's. Yeah. Maybe
we should do that challenge. We should all buy stuff out of Lidl that is not of our country, and then do like an online panel discussion about where this is and have whatever jelly deal or something.
I do that anyway with Echo.
I mean, if you've lived abroad, it's like I remember when I lived in Spain, like finding brown sauce and like baked beans in a can. That was like you could only do it like once a month in a specific shop, and it was like such a privilege. And you just have a little tear in your eye while you're eating your beans on toast, and your Spanish flatmates are going, "What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, what are you doing? Have some. The Spanish have lovely, like hams and breads and olives,
paella, and all the good stuff with the fishes. Yeah, the Germans have stuff with the sauce.
Very controversial. If you live in Spain, Spanish food gets boring really quickly. Like they really like Spanish omelet, which they just call omelet.
Oh, they love
obviously. And but it's not that fucking good. It's like beans on toast level. And you say that in Spain, people are liable to punch you. It's like it's comfort food. I get it. It's edible.
Yeah,
they act like it's high cuisine. Food. Yeah, they act like it's high cuisine. They act like it's like necessary for every single meal to have one.
I like it. I don't mind it. My girlfriend's
is it kind of like having a sliced pan over here?
Right, because like tapas culture.
Brennan's bread.
Imagine like every time you had a pint, you had to have like a bit of it. Like they give you a little bit of it whether you want it or not. And like if you drink like a British or Irish person, that's a lot of fucking omelette. And then you just associate it with alcoholism.
Is it not just soakage?
No omelette.
No, it's rude. It's rude. You can't. It's free. You can't say no. It's rude to say no about it. It's like yeah.
I'm gonna say that to my girlfriend now after this show. I'm like, so what's the deal with the omelette?
Oh, she's Spanish.
No means no.
Is she?
Are you still together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
is she Spanish then?
How lucky are you? Seriously.
I don't know why you're so shocked, Jess. I'm a cat.
I just figured she'd have handed you your invoice by now.
So Jess made that joke. We did a live show once, and like
August last year.
And Jess made this great joke where she's like, "Oh, your girlfriend." Yeah.
No, I think that the opening line from that entire thing, the reason it kicked off was you said, "So Jessica, female orgasm, fact or fiction?" And I was like, "I'm taking a mate from the ankles." And I said, "Well, if you don't know by now, then you're doing it wrong because it's absolutely real." Then I said, "If you knew how to swim, you'd know what I mean." And you went, "What?" And I was like, "How have you still got a girlfriend?" You're like, "I don't know. I'm very lucky. I just come home and she's there."
Yeah.
I was like, I said, "Check under your pillow for an invoice because maybe it's too good to be true." And the place lost it. Mic dropped.
They went crazy. Sorry, yeah. Well, what do you have?
was there and I seen it. Yeah.
Best day ever.
Dating advice is 80% of the work is done if you just turn up.
Was that Woody Allen's advice?
Yeah.
Surely Woody Allen's voice would be get a stepdaughter.
No, turn up on the date and then marry her.
With your stepdaughter.
Marry your stepdaughter or get with her daughter. Yeah, that's his advice. Anyway, we're going to move the show on. Evan, are you ready to do some... I'm just looking at the time. Are you ready to do some stand-up?
Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, not really, but I'll do it because you asked me to.
Well, you're here anyway, so we're going to throw you on stage. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the one, the only, it is Evan Jones, everyone. Woo!
Hello, woo, woo, hi. So, I was in a pub down Manchester. It was the last time I'd been in England for a while, right? And so this woman comes up to me. And as soon as she hears me speak, she goes, I've got a really good joke about Wales. And you know, as a Welshman, that fills you with dread because you know exactly what's coming. And it has wool. So let me guess, I say. Let me guess. It's the one about how if you tie a sheep to a lamppost in Newport, they'll call it a leisure centre, right? And she's like, yeah, how do you know that? And I was like, because every single person has said that to me so far. And it's inaccurate. There are no leisure centres in Newport. It's too poor. Now, there are two things about this. Like, why is it always sheep? I mean, there are far more hurtful and true things you could say about Wales. Poverty, irrelevance, the guy that dresses up like a baked bean and runs for MP every single year. And as you go, like, as an animal as well, like, come on, a sheep's not that bad. If you had to, right? If you had to, a sheep's not that bad. Like, it's soft, it's woolly, makes a nice noise. Won't leave you in the middle of the night. It'll definitely keep you warm at night. Can make a nice jumper. So after that woman did that joke, my national pride was hurt. And it was Manchester. And I was walking along Corporation Street where the 1996 bombing occurred. And they have that post box there. It's like the only thing not standing, left standing after the bombing. And I was thinking, there was just come on, avenge your people, Evan, avenge them. Knock over the post box or write yes, Comrie on it or something. And I didn't because, well, your dog's really heckling me there. Like, totally lost my foot. Yeah. The dog's not a fan. Dog's not a fan. Yeah. And the reason I didn't is it was too big a metaphor for the relationship between Ireland and England and Wales and England. So, you know, like you've got an island, you've got a bomb, you've demolished an entire street in England. That's like a U2 level of excess. Me kicking a post box, that's like what? Keris Matthews, Ian Watkins. Jesus. We almost did get Prince Charles, though. The FWA almost did get him in his investiture. That would have been great for national self-esteem. I'd have been having pints off that for the rest of my life. You know, you'd be going like, yeah, well, guys, Mountbatten was pretty good. Not Prince Charles, though, is it? Prince Charles, that's like a fucking Tom Jones. Mountbatten, that's an Enya. Sail away, sail away, sail away. They wrote that song about him. All right, that's me. I'm done. Goodbye.
Evan Jones, everyone! Woo! I only knew who Mountbatten was because of The Crown.
Nope, that's not.
Yeah, really. Like, no, I mean, I love that because they show how it's done, and he's like on a boat with a small boy, and he's teaching him to fish lobsters, and like, yeah, that's what he was doing. He was definitely teaching that boy how to fish. There was nothing.
Yeah,
but yeah, no,
we need something emotional.
Yeah,
it's an emotional moment in the show.
Emotional moment. Most people only know about like the Prince Charles thing because of The Crown as well. Like, I refuse to watch The Crown. Like, I'm a pretty committed like independentist, but like, yeah, man, like it's like Welsh media exposure. So there's a series I want to talk about called the Vale on YouTube. It's like the only sort of like Welsh. They're really quite funny. It's like an animated series. So like the really like time you see Wales in the media, like you don't really see it at all. And if it is, it's like Gavin and Stacey. Man, you have Mrs. Brown's Boys. Like, that is such a strike back of like all the things that you could have done for revenge. Inventing Mrs. Brown's Boys.
Please give us Father Ted at least.
Yeah, Father Ted. Yeah,
you have Father Ted. You have Father Ted, but then Graham Linehan's like a crazy turf now, so you kind of lost that as well.
Yeah, no, yeah, we just ignore that. Father Ted is still our best. I mean, like even like J.K. Rowling and all that dramas happen.
Yeah, but like it's good because it's forcing people who read Harry Potter when they're 29 to grow up.
Fair.
Not wrong.
Right, we're going to move on to our next act, our next comedian. It is Saoirse Smith. How you doing?
Hey, Saoirse.
How's it going?
I feel a little attacked because as a person who wears socks in bed and is a Harry Potter fan.
I have to. I'm sorry.
Now, Saoirse.
Yeah.
We can't be friends, Saoirse. It's over. We're done.
Yeah, it's listen, you're either wearing socks or you're not.
Either you're in, you're out, kid.
Yeah.
There's no grey area.
There's no gray area, no. So, how are you? How are things?
I'm good. I'm having an identity crisis at the moment because I'm seeing my natural hair color. I don't know what to do.
No, you and me both. I'm looking at my hair like I cannot wait for the barbers to open up. This is
Your hair still looks good, so shut up. I don't even know what to do with mine.
it's I look like if you got Hugh Grant from the dark web.
Wish.
From Wish, yeah. Yeah.
You're lovely. I'm joking.
Ah.
You're lovely.
That
I'm
looks
just
so
rocking it.
ominous.
Just rock it, Saoirse. Just embrace it.
Oh, I just don't know what to do with it, and I probably will end up going with red hair. And like, you know, a lot of people always wonder like why I dye my hair all the time. It's because people when they first see me will see the hair, and then they won't confuse me for a seat, which has happened many
Right,
times.
okay. Were you like Ramona Flowers in Scott Pilgrim? Like you're always changing your hair every like month.
Yes, you know. So if I have a breakup, you know, I change the hair. It's like it's dark and ominous.
Yeah. New hair, new me, babe.
Yes, every time.
Right. Nice. Yeah,
I love how me and Michael are matching walls at the moment.
Yeah,
like
you and
we're
Michael look like you're in the same
Yeah.
room.
Michael's down one end.
That's right.
No, but the only date I've been on recently was the date that I did for Fast First Dates with Sinead. I want to call her Carla there.
Carla, yeah. Oh yeah, we did this like little series where we improvised, and Jess did an episode as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I was really happy with the performance. Everybody was so good.
It's good crack.
It was.
Yeah.
I had to borrow my mother's crucifix for that part, and I broke it.
Wait, did you break it
I
after
say I'm
filming?
still alive. I did, yeah.
Your mum's not going to give out to you for that. She'll just tell you that the evil spirits are coming to damn me to Hades now because you broke her cross. You're in trouble either way, Saoirse. You're fucked.
It'll be like
I just blamed the spasm. I was like, I didn't mean it. It just happened.
Blame the spasm.
like that's the demon inside you.
It's been proven because I was in the middle of Henry Street before lockdown and all that, and a priest literally stopped, looked at me, put his hand on my head, and started praying for me in the middle of Henry Street.
Did you really? Don't let any priests touch you.
Did he wash his hands first? Oh god.
Yeah.
The holy water.
So in my head, I was trying to fight the urge of saying, I worship Satan, I worship Satan. Just to freak him out.
Have you seen the film The Conjuring?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe all those things will happen now. Your doors will start slamming and the windows will open on its own and your dog will bark at 2 o'clock in the
The
morning.
fucker already barks regardless.
Wake the neighbours up.
And I'm sure I was telling you guys earlier, he has a wonderful new game which my mother loves. Where he wakes my mother up at 1:30 in the morning after we go to bed, and they repeat this just to play games. And the dog is fucking 9 with arthritis.
Does he sleep during the day?
No, he's a little shite.
Because our dog now around 11 o'clock, he's like, which is great because you don't want him up. You don't want them up when you're going to bed.
Oh no, but he's not used to us all being home. He's like, why are you here? You're taking over my house. Get out. He just
That's
wants
probably
us
it.
out.
Yeah. He's used to the peace and quiet. He's like, why is everyone here?
Exactly.
And have you been doing much comedy online?
I've not really. No, I've been doing a bit of TikToks and things like that. I've entered the So You Think You're Funny.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah. So hopefully that goes well. So I make people laugh. But it's hard with my comedy, as you know, because I've got the wheelchair and all, which I'm currently using as a footrest, so it's grand.
Yeah, everyone's sitting down at the moment with comedy. Yeah. I know. Sometimes I feel like I just want to use a pen. Like, hey, how's everyone doing?
No,
You know?
one of the gigs I did, I had a spasm. I was using my phone and I had a spasm and I flung it across the room.
What?
And then, yeah,
Did you hit anybody?
Just myself, because it's my baby.
Okay, right. I went to a gig once and I met this guy outside and he was like, oh, I'm going to do stand-up and I'm with all my work friends. He got so drunk that he was like on stage like this and he kicks the microphone stand and it hit somebody in the crowd. It was so... And then the MC came on and was like, right, you can just go.
I'll do that.
That happened to me in Benidorm, but it was a Robbie Williams impersonator from Norway. I was 10 years old and he knocked me out. A Robbie Williams, not a
Robbie
Robin Williams.
Wow, of all the acts to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I guess.
Careful. Yeah, do you want to hit the stage?
Yeah.
Okay, all the way from Dublin. It is. Saoirse Smith, everyone. Oh, that's the wrong one. Saoirse Smith, everyone. Woo!
Hey everyone, how's everybody? I will keep it short and sweet. So, as I said earlier on, I am the OG sit-down comedian, not like the posers in the room. I do have a disability, so if we do see the laptop going flying, we know I've had a spasm. So, I'm just doing a little on MASH thriller. But, yeah, so like Jess was saying, I'm really looking forward to pennies, and so is my mum. Because see, the thing is with my mum, like when we're in town and loads of people are like, when they're on you, especially I think it's going to be like manic when all the shops are open. She uses me as a battering ram to knock you all down. Do you know what I mean? And then I double up as a shopping trolley, so that helps. But yeah, so the only dating I've done recently was the Fast Food First Friends, and of course that didn't go well. She still hasn't called me back. But yeah, but the only excitement I've gotten lately is to go to appointments, to go to Temple Bar and Cobblestones. That's the only excitement I've had. But yeah, so like it's been really like I've really missed being near people. Now like when I go to the doctor and I get my checkups, I'm like, can we just cuddle afterwards? Can we hug? I'm missing close contact at the moment. And I was going to my doctor like because I want to get I don't even know which is my lazy eye anymore. I'm getting my lazy eye fixed, right? But I kind of don't want to. And I do, because you see, the thing is, I always say to people, I've got one eye on my friends and one eye on my enemies. So do you know what I mean? So I'm looking around at the screen at the moment. My stepdad on a regular basis has offered to smack me in the back of the head, see if that works. Still hasn't worked. We've tried to call social services, but I'm too old, which I think is quite ageist. But yeah, I've started walking again around the house because my physio's like, you need to keep up your exercise. But my dog is freaked out, lads, because the dog has not seen me walk in forever, and that's by choice because I'm a lazy cunt. But I started walking, and he's like, "What the fuck? Like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be sitting." And then he just freaks out the entire time. But like, I just kind of still walk like I'm a drunken toddler. So I'm getting there, and I'm now getting Botox for my legs. And I keep on asking to put them in my face because I'm nearly 30 because I'm eligible for it now. But yeah, no, I haven't done much at all. I started doing a lot of online exercising with a lot of other disabled people. And one of the exercises is we push our wheels. We have push our hands like in the air, like we're pushing our wheels. And all I keep hearing is big wheels keep on turning. Like we're doing a rendition of Proud Mary, which is our national anthem for disabled people. So yeah, that's me, guys. Hope you have fun.
Oh, hang on. It's gone all weird. Hang on. Oh, sorry. I don't know what's happening. Give me 2 seconds. Keep them Keep them stalled.
Ah, you're still looking at me.
There we
Oh,
go. There we go.
Yay!
What happened there? Your face lit up, but it wasn't letting me press the button.
My face up the slides up everybody, so you know.
And she's modest
Sorry,
as well.
I just kept forgetting. There we go. So we move on to our last comedian, Michael. How are you getting on?
I'm getting on. I think I'm getting on a little differently here in the States. I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. I'm vaccinated.
Yeah, boy!
So jealous.
Shots in the arm. And let me tell you
Wait,
something.
wait.
The minute I got vaccinated, my cell phone had better reception. So those rumors about vaccines, totally true.
Bring it on,
Did
Bill.
you feel a bit stoned? A bit?
After the second shot, I was in bed for 36 hours. Kicked my ass. But now I feel bulletproof. Like I can walk in the middle of the street. I'm like, it's fine. I'm vaccinated.
Yeah.
Hit me. I don't care.
Gets hit by a car. Nothing can hit me, bitch.
You get done for jaywalking, but you won't get killed. So all
right.
good.
Absolutely. I felt like during the show, you know, we're making a lot of Irish and English jokes and references. I was like, oh, Mike is not gonna get some of this.
No, I make fun of
hang on. Irish and English.
Yeah, I make fun of Irish
Sorry.
and English people all the time. Always making jokes.
Sorry, British.
Oh, mate.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Let me do
Then.
that.
Come on, mate. It's not that hard.
Do you know what? I always get offended when people call me English, and now I know.
Yes,
what it's
see, you're
like.
Irish. You should fucking know how that feels. That's why it's so much worse.
Yeah, sorry. Do you know what I'll do? I'll just bar you from the show. I'll do McGregor on it.
Do a McGregor.
Yeah. Yeah, so I made a lot of Irish and British references. I was like, he's not going to get any of these. He's going to be like, these Irish people are crazy.
No, I was saying that before the show. So
Fair.
He speaks the truth. Which vaccine did you get, Michael?
I got Moderna.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
What flavor?
The posh
It's
one.
weird. It's really weird. Now I'm looking down my nose at people with Pfizer. I'm like, oh, Pfizer. Don't really want to. I don't hang out with the Pfizers. You're Pfizered?
Oh, well, I'm Pfizer too.
Really?
There we go.
No!
We're both Pfizer proletariat.
Yeah.
Mr.
I've already
Moderna,
come up with my
fancy
gang
Moderna.
sign. I got my gang sign for Moderna. I'm Moderna for life. Okay.
So is the content like brands? Like, oh, you're wearing Gucci? Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pfizer, ugh. I call them Pfizer folk, and I'm not a fan. So
Right,
Wow,
fair. Well, at
okay,
least we know
well.
where you stand. At least you're honest.
It's only because
Nice.
we're more attractive than the Moderna mutants.
it's
That
on.
is
I
actually,
told you.
it's very, very 2020. If like 2021, if all the vaccine does is give people another reason to hate each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, judge. Which vaccine did you get? Oh, really? The cheap one.
Oh, can't be
Which
friends.
one?
Fine.
Which one was Johnson and Johnson making?
Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that
the
was
one they're
yeah.
making.
And it was
The
the
one-shot
Johnson
one.
guys. The guys
The
who
last
make
one.
baby oil are making a vaccine.
I was
Yeah.
thinking the exact same thing. Oh god.
Well,
Yeah,
we
I-
all know the baby oil works. You know what I mean?
Right,
So-
so you know that when I went to get my vaccine, you do it in your car at Dodger Stadium here in LA, and it was absolutely pouring rain out, and the lady takes the syringe and she's standing outside of the car, and I can see filthy LA rainwater going through all the pollution, landing on the needle, and I was like, "Is that going into my body?" She said, "We're doing the best we can, sir." I was like, "The best for who? You or me?" Like, injected me with LA rainwater, which was probably the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. I'm like, I'll take an untested vaccine over LA rainwater any day.
Yeah. I think that's why you were in bed for 36 hours. Huh?
You
Yeah.
got Lyme's disease after that.
Yeah, you needed other shots.
Exactly.
Oh man, isn't it crazy how we're actually sitting on a call where 3 of us have a vaccine and 2 of us don't, and we've
Yeah.
pretty much written you and Jack off. I'm not gonna lie, the 3 of us with vaccines are like, whatever.
Yeah, I'm getting mine next week.
Man, if anything,
Well,
it's just
you know-
hitting home how I like really didn't deserve it. Like it should have
Oh, I
come to
really
someone
don't.
way more
Oh.
valuable than me. Like
I got it by default. I totally jammied out of it.
Well,
Like I got it.
You know, they said like vaccinate the old people first.
And they also say respect your elders, you cheeky pup. So mind your mouth, right?
Don't let my wheelchair fool you, Jack. I have an old walking stick. Yeah.
That's it, right? So I don't feel alone. And what's the comedy like out in LA, Michael?
Mostly outdoor still, but we're doing it. I actually
Awesome.
just came from a 3-week run. I was so desperate to perform that I played Professor Plum in the walking tour of the Clue Show in Ventura, California, which was, you'd go from, it was outdoors, but they were pretending it was rooms. You'd go to Colonel Mustard, to Dr. Orchard, to Professor Plum, but it was outdoors in the town square in this town in Southern California. So anyone could join in. And in the middle of my Professor Plum spiel, I pull out the dagger that I have, and a homeless guy said, "That looks like a German dagger." Which, and another woman said, "I'm Farrah Fawcett, is stuff falling on me," in the middle of my, so it's been strange.
Yeah, the public are weird people. They come out with weirdest stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
If you've ever been on public transport, you'll know.
We don't have public transport in LA. That's not effectively. In LA, when you look up something on the phone, it'll say 5-minute walk or 5-hour drive. I mean, it's just parking lots out there that we call streets. Nothing moves.
Yeah.
I've got a comment. Someone's like, a German dagger.
Yeah.
That's
Too good. It's the German deficiency.
And what was the whole way? Like, why is a German dagger worse than an American dagger?
I have no idea.
Yeah, maybe they're like, that looks like a Nazi dagger or something.
Yeah. German.
Did you bring it from home, or did you bring it from home?
No. In fact, it was very strange. They gave me a real dagger, which was insane. I was like, so in Los Angeles, California, you couldn't find a prop dagger. Really?
Yeah.
You're giving me
Like,
a real dagger to yeah. It was pretty amazing.
It's great.
I've got a prop dagger.
Yeah.
There we go.
They couldn't find one for this production, so I was using a dangerous knife and pulling it out in public every day.
Method acting.
I'm
using your weapon askew. How were you not arrested, Michael?
What's that?
How were you not? Oh, you weren't arrested because you're white. That's why.
Oh,
yeah. Or he was in a play.
Oh yeah, that too. I'm just saying.
So are you an actor?
What's that?
Mike, are you an actor?
Sort of. Stand-up comedian that during the pandemic decided he was an actor. So now I'm an actor. That's all you got to do is decide you're an actor, and you're an actor.
Yeah, like, cause all you do then is just read lines and go, "I'm an actor. I will pretend for money."
Yeah.
Very good.
So I'm pretending I'm an actor, which makes you an actor?
Totally.
Yeah.
Like, what is your motivation when you play Professor Plum? What is going through your head when you method act him? Like, what is Professor Plum's in a monologue like?
That he's better than everybody, and he's above this, and he shouldn't be here. And it seems to work. Playing the pedantic prick seems to have an appeal to people.
Well, we were always told inner monologue. Like, what's your character thinking?
Yeah. Well,
is that a real thing? That's a real thing for acting. Oh
yeah. I once had to do like a murder mystery thing as part of work when I worked on a summer camp, and the manager, I don't think, liked me because she made me play the dead body.
Nice.
So I had to just lie for 2 hours at the end of the stairs, where like kids would come over and just kick me, and like some kid accused me of like going like, it's like, look at you pretending to be dead. I'm like, it wasn't my choice. I didn't want to do that.
Could they not like just get like, I don't know, sheets or something and put a cover over you? But the actor,
that's
like,
what I thought. I was the person who was a dead body before me was like this one that was really popular with like a specific group of Chinese students, and they started bawling their eyes out when they thought she was dead. Like, I felt really bad about it. It was like a really bad idea.
That was really weird. Well, just be lucky you didn't play like the dirt the tree is planted in. They just put like a brown sheet over you. You know, someone's
a brown sheet. I look like a monk. Cool.
And Michael, did you have to wear like a proper costume? Like were you
Oh,
in a
yeah.
suit? Or?
No, this was
Yeah.
officially sanctioned by Hasbro.
Oh, like the game, like the
Yeah.
Cluedo game.
This was
Nice.
really
Oh, okay.
cool, yeah. In fact, it's
Oh,
going
yeah.
all around the
Cool.
country. This was the test city. They tried it in this town in Southern California. Now, Clue: The Walking Adventure is going out to all of America.
And
Oh,
was
great
it
plug.
immersive?
I want to do it now.
So the audience is in it. We call the audience detectives, and they come around, and you do a 5-minute monologue, and then they get to ask you questions. Professor Plum, you say you were in the kitchen.
Love it.
I
Love
love
it.
immersive theatre.
Yeah.
Do they change the murder every time though? They have
Yeah,
to, right?
well, not every time. It's 3 murderers, and I was the murderer 1 out of every 3 times. So yeah,
Okay.
and then you go home at the end of your experience, and you get emailed a link to a video of the murderer confessing. So I had to do yes, fine, I admit it. It was me, Professor Plum.
Surely
That was
John.
really good.
Every
No, I
single
was
time would
convinced.
have to be a different one though. Like, do you like put a little flair in there? Do you like
Well,
give him a
no,
different
I
motivation, how he
shot-
feels about it?
No, I shot one confession
Okay.
video at the beginning.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was
Did you
gonna
like go home and research murderers? Maybe like watch Silence of the Lambs or Dexter or something. You know, to get into the mind of a serial killer.
Oh, where were you 3 weeks ago? Method. No, I did not.
Like I feel sometimes I feel like a murderer in lockdown. You know,
Yeah.
like, I feel like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. You know, I see this man in my bathroom who tells me to kill my family. Don't know if anyone else has that.
I've had that long before COVID, so
Yeah, I have to take pills to shut her up in my
Yeah.
brain.
in fact, it's
Why do
melted
they
up quite a bit during COVID.
why do you never get any like nice hallucinations? Why is it never a man in the shower that tells you to be nicer to your mum? Give her a call every now and then. Why is it never that? Like, yeah.
Because
Why do you never
Buy some chocolates. Yeah.
You never see a crazy person walking down the street going, "Everything's great! I love you all!" Never see it.
It's like preachers. They're always preaching about Jesus because they're not preaching about like imagine like doing your tax or how to make a Victorian sponge.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. That'd be a nice one.
Yeah. You know, they're always
I
talking
love
about
the
like
preachers though. I think they're hilarious.
yeah, crazy.
I'd love to
Right,
ask the preacher that. Oh, go ahead.
No, what are you gonna say?
I was just going to say, I'd love to ask the preacher that. Like, I think it's an interesting sermon, but why all the religion all the time? You're kind of a one-note.
Yeah, it's very preachy, you know.
Yeah, real
Warm
preachy.
the audience. Get a few jokes in there. Yeah, you should maybe try and help them with their act.
I could punch it up. Maybe we go after this God guy a little bit, huh? Take him down a notch. What do you say, huh?
What if
Come on,
Goliath was
Professor
the good
Plum.
guy
Come
all
on,
the
do
time?
it.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate punch up, is going after God and Jesus.
Yeah, talk about where is he now?
But like,
If come on.
if God decided to do stand-up, how could he punch up? What if that's why God's never funny? He's like can't punch up.
Yeah,
If you
he's
go-
like, who am I going to go after?
Well, maybe he could full circle. He could make fun of lepers, maybe.
Yeah,
They just go full on. But he couldn't, like, he gave them leprosy in the first place. It just
Right.
seems a bit self-indulgent at that point.
right. Well, the rules don't apply to him. He's the only guy that gets to punch down. He's all punched down all the time. All right, I'm going to let these. I'm having some really bad ideas of where to go with this bit, and I'm dropping it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Write
I
it
feel
down,
like
write it down.
if you took your glasses off, you could pretend to be Jesus.
Oh my God, Michael could tell. Oh my God, it's Jesus Christ! Oh my God.
You
Jesus
look like
Christ.
I didn't die for your
version
sins,
of
but I did
Jesus.
take a weekend off. I took a long weekend off for your sins.
Dave rest, you needed
Nice.
it, pal.
You look like if Hollywood cast Jesus. Like
True story. Like, absolutely.
you look like the more toned Jesus Christ.
Oh my
I'm
God,
like
I'm shocked
Jesus.
and a little bit turned on. Okay.
Oh my God.
Judges
Anyway,
and
Michael,
Jesus. Judges
are
and
you
Jesus.
ready to
Too
do some
interesting.
stand-up?
I am ready to do some sit down right here
Just
and now.
before you do your sit down, how would you say your second name, by the way?
Regilio.
Regilio, I thought so. Okay.
Yeah.
Looks like if Hollywood would cast Jesus all the way from LA, it is Michael Regilio, everyone. Woo!
Hey, you know what? Let's start with some good news. Little good news. Murder rate going down. It's $300 now. So I'm going to try, you guys. I'm going to try and bring a little energy to this set. But to be honest with you, I ate something last night that didn't really agree with me. It was a feminist. And I just got sober. I recently got sober. Still a little hungover, but relatively sober. No, I actually just joined Alcoholics Anonymous. It's great. We sit around drinking, thinking of new names for ourselves. So, like so many of you during quarantine, I've been spending a lot of time on the social medias, checking up on old friends. I even went back and checked on my high school bully. And you know what? He turned out great. Nice guy. Family man. Made me realize that maybe I really was a little pussy. So... I'll tell you, I remember when I was in high school, my parents came to me, said they wanted to find a trade for me. I said, great. How about welder? They said, no, you're confused. We meant another boy to be our son. So, you know, it's been, you know what? I'm going to make a controversial statement. I like being poor. I like being poor. My favorite thing about being poor is having a shitty car. I love having a shitty car. I can hit a telephone pole and be on with my day. I don't care. Perfect example of this is one time I was driving down the car in my shitty car. Guy comes around the corner in his shitty car, sideswipes me. We didn't even get out of our cars. I just looked at him in his shitty car. He looked at me in my shitty car. We pointed at each other, laughed, and drove on. Do that in your Tesla. Do that in your Here's a random thought. And now here's another random thought. When an airline pilot says, I'm taking off today, are they going to work or not? Oh, my goodness. Hey, what did the dumb Buddhist say?
No.
I suppose for the Irish, I should have gone Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys might be thinking I'm crazy. Somebody called me crazy the other day in their mind. I'm no good with accents. I am no good with accents. Every time somebody's Australian, I think they're British, which offends them for some reason. I have this neighbor. For years, I thought she was French. Turns out she's deaf, so I don't know what there. I remember when I was a really little kid, my mom used to call my penis a little pepper. Because she said it tasted spicy, which I thought was a little.
No.
Wow.
No.
And the crowd goes mild.
Oh my God.
All right, I'll try one more, see if I can get a laugh to go out on. I recently spent some time with a sub-Saharan African tribe. Sub-Saharan, didn't like them, too cliquey. So, all right.
Mike and everyone.
Woo! Ooh.
Great set.
Good job.
Yeah, really good. Right, I'm going to steal the audience for 2 seconds. Hey, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, what's I press? God, I'm the worst operator. If you enjoyed the show, unfortunately, the show isn't free to run. I have to pay for StreamYard. So if you want to throw a few quid my way, keep the show running. I pay for this, comes out of my own pocket. So any donations would be great. I hope you had a great show. Let's say goodbye to the comedians. If I can press this right. If I can work this out right. Hang on, someone's... Oh, applause. Oh my God, why isn't this working? Come on, man. Oh, Joe Biden, go. Come on, man. It's all right. Thank God this is a comedy show. It's great when things just go wrong.
Jack, you should celebrate. Your Wi-Fi worked through the entire thing.
It did. I hate those shows. They're the worst. No, it's not working. What have I done? What is going on? This is the worst. What I could do to get rid of myself, and then, oh my God. Okay, right. I'm getting angry now. I'm getting annoyed now.
Don't get angry. This is going live.
This is great stuff.
There we go. There we go. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We'll definitely have you all back. Thanks so much, Evan, Jess, Saoirse, and Michael. See you soon.
So lovely to be had.
Thanks for having us.